because he's a monster. You know, he is constantly on the prowl. He's a hunter. He doesn't let up. He's relentless.
A monster. That's how an Osage County Sheriff's Office investigator who you just heard describes this man over my shoulder, Sammy Frydenberg. He was arrested last week in Tulsa with the help from the Tulsa Police Special Victims Unit. Fox 23 crime and safety reporter John Sebas joins us live. John, these allegations are pretty horrendous, to say the least.
Yeah, horrendous. The allegations are listed in a 6-page affidavit. Has to be one of the more disturbing things that I personally have ever read, and I was only comfortable sharing just a small amount of that information for Sammy Frydenberg.
This is Sammy Frydenberg, the face of a man in Tulsa County Jail where Osage County Deputy Tom Nave says he belongs.
And there's a high potential for multiple victims, numerous victims.
How many victims so far that you have?
8.
And you're saying that number could be much larger?
I think that's a high probability.
According to an investigation detailed in a 6-page affidavit, one of the victims in it came forward in January at the age of 26 years old, years after the alleged abuse began. Records say the sexual abuse started when that woman was 7 to 8 years old. At one point, the affidavit says Frydenberg even tried to assault the victim while watching a Dr. Phil episode about molestation. Investigators say that woman was not the only victim, and at times he would not feed the 2 girls unless they showed him their breasts. I asked how he found his alleged victims.
Some of them he made contact with through the foster system, and some were relatives.
Detective Nave says his department was tipped off about one of the victims in Osage County by a Tulsa police detective.
We were able to get an arrest warrant in Tulsa County, and I got a search warrant for his residence here in Osage County.
Without going into more details in the disturbing affidavit, Detective Nave told me this.
He's a monster. You know, he is constantly on the prowl. He's a hunter. He doesn't let up. He's relentless.
Frydenberg is charged with 3 counts of lewd molestation and 1 count of soliciting a minor with indecent exposure.
There are a lot of people, John, that will say murder is the worst crime. I don't think that. I think it's these child abusers.
If you think you are a victim, what should you do?
Contact the Osage County Sheriff's Office immediately.
Again, Frydenberg is in the Tulsa County Jail. He is being held on a $1 million bond. I checked the court dates. It doesn't look like there's anything looming officially or any date set at this time, but sometimes these things do take time. He is likely expected in court sometime soon. Covering news that matters, John Sebas, Fox 23 News.